Stoicism, an ancient philosophy founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium, has stood the test of time as a practical guide to living a virtuous and resilient life. At its core, Stoicism teaches us how to control our emotions, focus on what we can control, and let go of what we cannot. In today's world, where manipulation is rampant, whether in relationships, workplaces, or even through social media, Stoicism offers timeless wisdom to help us stay grounded and avoid being manipulated. Here are 10 Stoic lessons to help you maintain your autonomy and inner peace. 1. Control your perceptions. The Stoics believed that our perceptions shape our reality. Manipulators often try to distort our perceptions by feeding us false narratives or exaggerating situations. By practicing prohairesis, the discipline of assent, you can train yourself to question your initial impressions and avoid jumping to conclusions. Ask yourself, is this information true? Is it being presented to manipulate me? By controlling your perceptions, you take away the manipulator's power to influence your thoughts. 2. Focus on what you can control. Epictetus famously said, "Some things are within our control, and some things are not." Manipulators often exploit our desire to control external outcomes, making us feel powerless or dependent on them. By focusing only on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and reactions, you reclaim your power. If someone tries to manipulate you by creating chaos or uncertainty, remind yourself that your inner world is yours to govern. 3. Practice emotional detachment. Stoicism teaches us to detach from emotions that cloud our judgment. Manipulators often use emotional triggers, fear, guilt, or anger, to control us. By practicing apatheia, freedom from destructive emotions, you can remain calm and rational in the face of manipulation. When someone tries to provoke you, take a step back and ask, what is their intention? Am I reacting rationally, or am I being played? 4. Know your values and stick to them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you have a clear sense of purpose, it will be easier to stay on course." Manipulators often try to sway us by appealing to our insecurities or desires. By knowing your core values and staying true to them, you create a moral compass that guides your decisions. When someone tries to manipulate you, ask, does this align with my values? If not, stand firm. 5. Don't seek external validation. Many manipulators exploit our need for approval or recognition. The Stoics believed that true worth comes from within, not from others' opinions. Seneca advised, "If you wish to be loved, love yourself." By cultivating self-confidence and self-acceptance, you become less susceptible to flattery, guilt-tripping, or other tactics used to manipulate you. 6. Be aware of your weaknesses. Manipulators often target our vulnerabilities, whether it's our fear of rejection, desire for success, or need for belonging. The Stoics emphasized self-awareness as a tool for growth. Reflect on your weaknesses and work on strengthening them. When you know your triggers, you can better defend yourself against manipulation. 7. Practice silence and restraint. Sometimes the best response to manipulation is silence. The Stoics valued the power of restraint, as it prevents us from reacting impulsively or giving away too much information. If someone is trying to provoke or manipulate you, resist the urge to engage. As Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. 8. Question authority and popular opinion. Stoicism encourages critical thinking and independence. Manipulators often rely on authority or social pressure to influence us. Just because something is popular or comes from a person in power doesn't mean it's right. Always question the motives behind what you're being told. As Seneca said, the crowd is a bad guide for your own judgment. 9. Cultivate inner strength. The Stoics believed that true strength comes from within. Manipulators prey on those who appear weak or uncertain. By building your resilience through practices like meditation, journaling, and self-discipline, you become less vulnerable to external pressures. Remember, no one can manipulate you without your consent. 10. Accept that you can't change others. One of the hardest Stoic lessons is accepting that you can't control other people's actions, only your response to them. If someone is manipulative, you can't change their behavior, but you can choose how to respond. Set boundaries, walk away if necessary, and focus on protecting your peace. As Epictetus said, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how